Through the history of the internet, we have seen memes that supposedly come from the future, but how true were or are they? And what happened to those that were just forgotten? Honestly, I'll just start by saying that I haven't found too much stuff about this, but I'll try to explain it anyway with the information I got. So let's point out some of the most important ones that technically haven't happened yet, like the opium bird, which I suppose was not born as a meme from the future, but I've seen some labeling it as something that comes from another timeline and that we are not able to understand what's so fun about it yet. But honestly, it is needless to say that at least this one was just made to joke and laugh around it, and obviously there's nothing coming from the future, if you're as gullible as that. But one meme that really caught my attention even though I've known it for 2 years is Polar Bear 2026, where there's this kind of creepy, supposedly AI generated beer with a Russian caption saying, alright, I'm gonna try to read it. Это ноябрьский meme is 2026. Вы пока не поймете. Yeah, I think it's that. Which I think translates to this is a meme from November of 2026 and you can't understand it yet. I don't study Russian and I know very little about it, so correct me if my translation is wrong. Now, according to Creepypasta Files Wiki, Medved was first widespread in Russia since 2023 and then it slowly started reaching the whole world. Kinda like Italian burial art, because I remember seeing that stuff in like January of this year. Now, I don't want to say anything and I don't believe in this stuff, but in November 2026 there will be a Friday 13 and yeah, perhaps the reason of the choice of that date is because of this. And somebody even pointed that out in the comments, but I'm not so sure since sometimes there are dates in some reposts of this meme and they're all in either November or even September in some cases, which don't contain a 13 at all, like they either the 26th or the 29th if I'm not wrong. Besides this, I found some connection to Smurf Cat, but I can't really find anything related to something coming from the future, but anyway. Now let's focus on some other periods of time, like around 2020 and 2021 during the pandemic, where the Among Us, yeah, it's pronounced like that, went mainstream, you know. So even there was some stuff which supposedly showed a pause from 2010, where somebody said this meme is from the future, you cannot understand it yet, along with an image of one of those classic Among Us looking things we used to see everywhere. I mean, as long as this screenshot looks very realistic, I don't think it could be real by any chance. I mean, yeah, it could be, but the Among Us right there looks absolutely photoshopped. Last thing is something that Angel404 posted, which is some meme from future, but there's little to no information about that, so I'll just not go into details for this one. So I think it could be a great example of one of these memes being forgotten entirely. But you know what, I might as well want to try to make it popular, but I can't just do it myself. So if you remember any other stuff that was supposed to become popular in future and what happened to it, then let me know. I tend to read almost all the comments, so just tell me anything you wanna say about this or about anything else if you need to ask anything. And see you guys till we'll see, I suppose. Bye, and join my Discord server.